The Jews don't look like this. Hey, hola, baby, please don't make me try to take your piece. Everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even get a try. I'm like Chardonnay, get better over time. Heard you say I'm not the finest bitch, you lie. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you, caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcases of memories. Time after, sometimes you picture me. I walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you have said. And you said, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. You're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. On under the day. fall behind. The second hand unwind. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time.
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Loudmouths. Please welcome already on stage your host for the night, Sharon Resolution.
Oh my goodness. I want to hear that again without the music. Sharon Resolution! Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Loudmouths. And everyone out there in internet world, welcome also. We have a great show for you today. And my name is Sharon Resolution. I know Sharon, it's a name that's a little hard to say. It's very unique. It's the kind of name that you don't find on a keychain at Disneyland. It hurts my soul every time I go there. But back in the days, I used to have an older gentleman who used to, when I used to be hosting, he used to host me, and when I was getting ready to perform, he always predict my name as the ferryman who rides the river Styx. And somehow, some way, he'll always bring that in as a relation. Say, hey, you might like this guy. You may not have paid him yet, but hey, he is worth something. His name is Sharon. I'm like, who the fuck is Sharon? That's not me. Ugh, man, this guy's killing me. But anyway, I am a DJ, and I do work that as a career and stuff. And I noticed one thing in my life: musicians lie. They lie, 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 lie. How they lie? Well, check this out. Kurt Cobain said he never had a gun. Amy Winehouse said she could never go to rehab. Even Stevie Wonder said he saw a woman in red. How dark. Anyway. But welcome here. I do want to say we have a great show for you tonight. We have 2 poets and we have 2 comics. I know it's kind of scary to say that. It's a big comic poet sandwich, and with all the fixings. So why don't we stop talking, or I'm going to stop talking, and let's get this thing started. Coming up to the stage, the controversial, epic, stream. Her show is Monsters and her comedy and poetry is even more spectacular. I'd like to give you Heather Rowe!
Hello, everyone. How are we today? We're good? Okay. My name is Heather Rogue. I'm a comedian. Obviously, you can tell because I'm not weird. I don't really understand the whole poetry thing, to be honest with you. Like, what is it? I'm not really into it myself. Because what is it for? Comedy I get, right? Because that's for something, you know. Right? That's what I'm here. I'm doing it for something. Okay. My name is Heather Rogue, and people seem to think I'm transgender for some reason. I don't know why. You would sound like this too if you caught COVID-19 17 times. Well, I'm not going to get the vaccine. I heard it might turn you gay. This is great. I'm just breaking it open. I'm having a good time. I don't really understand poetry. But I do understand, okay, so like this next joke is for cis people. If you don't know what a cis person is, it probably means you are. You know, you notice how like women will start leaking from their privates and then they'll get all bitchy. But men, meanwhile, men are different. Men will leak from their privates and finally stop bitching. I don't trust anything a man says if he hasn't come in the last 10 minutes. He's only got one thing on his mind. Yeah, you know, and like, I am transgender. I don't know. Did you guess? You should be a detective. Yeah, how did you see my parking job? What gave it away? Good eye. What is it? Does my camel have 3 toes? What how'd you guess? And you know, being trans, people often accuse me of like trying to say people are transphobic if they don't want to have sex with a woman with a penis. And I think genital preferences are just fine. Like, I had sex with a cis woman the other day. I don't recommend it. They bleed everywhere, but you can do it. Like, be open to it, you know. As a trans woman, I get menstrual symptoms too, and you know how women sync up with their periods all sync up, right? Yeah, like I'm all synced up with my cat's period right now. I like how that's my banger. That's a brand new joke. I don't really get poetry. Just gonna keep saying that here at the poetry show. He said, "Make it rhyme." Is that what makes it a poem? You rhyme? I can't rhyme. Do it in iambic pentameter. What is that? Like, row, row, row your boat? No. Iambic pentameter. It's not. It doesn't go. Does that even go to it? No. Is Nantucket? Is that? There once was a man from your mom's box? That doesn't go with iambic pentameter. Oh, what was like vagina blood? Where was I gonna go? There was like more to it, but I think I'm out of it. Let me see if it's on here. I don't know. I'm not really, we're just playing around. I'm just going first. You guys weren't gonna, like, I wasn't gonna kill at stab going first. No, that's not it. Where was it? Oh yeah. No, that's fine. We can just move on. I don't really understand. I don't really understand poetry, but I do understand periods, and as a woman. And, call me a vampire, but I see nothing wrong with a bloody vagina. Okay. All that gleefully nutritious, succulent sweetness goes to waste if you're unwilling to assault the main gates and plaster your snout against the coppery wetness leaking from those happy drapes. Sometimes if they're bleeding, I'll go down simply because I'm out of granola bars and don't feel like ramen. Was that in iambic pentameter? Did it rhyme? There once was a man. I can survive off their pussy for weeks, and if I'm careful enough, they won't even stain the sheets. Don't you dare look disgusted. Have you even tried it? Wait, hold on, it flipped. Do you even know what it tastes like? Sure, it's pungent and stings the throat and leaves a bloody mess on your chin, but there's a rich and sugary undercoat like raspberry mucus over Worcester olives, or a syrup of honey and copper and bubbly soda pop. Oh, you'll love it, I swear. It's like salmon brunch or a nice tuna melt, except, covered in vagina blood. I can't even describe the taste with words, and I apologize. But how do you put language to the essence of creation? It's not just the taste, my friends. How can you waste pure distilled miracle smoothie? Somewhere in that natal ooze, there swims a baby cherubic angel still waiting for her knight in shining semen to ride the currents with their mighty tail and cross the bridge between heaven and earth. This isn't your turn. But they ain't coming. Her best chance now is if I gobble the whole thing down, and step 2, find a cum bucket to spit it. Okay, who am I kidding? We don't need step 2. I can swallow the whole thing down to myself and grow a baby in my tummy like Mother Mary. And they'll have red hair and green eyes, and I'll name them after the stars. Maybe Delphini or HD 149026. It's a beautiful name for a girl. Okay, I'm fucking with you. The only miracle my Genesis Slurpee's bearing is a colossal shit. It's really about the taste. So come, friends, and join me. Let us dance all night in vagina blood and play and splash about and wrestle, holding each other's faces down in menstrual puddles until somebody calls uncle. And when we're done, we'll shower in it and scrub each other thoroughly dirty until we fall asleep. And when we awake, it will have crusted overnight, and we'll find little snacks caught in our hair and behind our ears. Tasty treats too delicious not to eat. You can snort it off the floor if you But if you do, make sure to mop. You don't want germs in your menstrual snot. You can hoard it all in jars. You can leave them in a drawer, then sneak it into soup and serve it to the poor. How dare you tell me I'm being improper? I say let them eat caviar. Come, friends, won't you have some with your toast? You've heard of the Southwest omelet, but have you tried the Cannibal Coast? I like to add it to my coffee. You can even have it on your sushi if your soy sauce lacks in flavor, or throw it on a hot dog because you're already eating a fucking hot dog. So look, don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself, but heed my warning. You may come to love it. I'm just kidding. You'll probably get sick and throw up. All right. What's your name? What is it? Motorboat? It's Motorboat. The streamers think it's Motorboat right now. Okay, they couldn't hear that there was no response, but that's fascinating. What do you do for a living? Who is paying you? That's not cool. Who writes your taxpayers? They said they heckle comedians for a living. That's better. The other day someone told me they were paid to be a child molester. So anyways, are we done? I like to leave on a good note.
Give it up once again to Heather Rowe. Yeah. To all the people who basically, heckling is not a good thing. Just to put a little bit of a to it, just in case you didn't know, it's not a good thing. Messes with the show. And plus, if you want to be a heckler, you might as well just come up here and be on the show then if you want to do it. Yeah, maybe. I got you. Give me your name next time. It's all good. But anyway, let's get into the poetry, shall we? As I said before, let's get into the poetry, shall we? Thank you. So, I'm a poet. If you didn't know it, that actually wrong. Crap. I didn't even know that. So, my first performer who has audio, please. Hey, dude. No, oh, you're recording or you? That's what we got the. So, okay, so we do have it streaming right now and it's recording, so it'll be on YouTube, Twitch, and everything else. That's for all the people out there. So if you want to go check it out, you can go check it out later on tonight. And play it your heart out. It's all good. But please turn down the volume of the cell phones, put it on pleasure mode. That's vibrator. If you ever know. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. The next man is up. He is a friend, a colleague, a member of the Sac Slam team. I am a backup teammate on that. Represent. All right, to give you the MC himself with the name you should call every time. If you don't say it right, say it now. He is the meanest, the baddest, the leanest mofo of this town. I give you MC Show Enough. Yeah.
All right, so I really only have like new shit, right? But I knew when I looked at the set, I knew Heather was gonna do some shit. Like I planned for it. Like I literally planned for it in my head, and I was writing some shit. You know what I'm saying? So look, and then Heather runs away, but it's okay because it's y'all will get the point. You know what I'm saying? When I do this point, I'm gonna just cut to the others. You know, or maybe you don't. So let's just keep y'all in the category of slow. Right now, we gonna keep it macking in action, and this lingo gonna keep something that you might not be ready for, but fuck the bullshit. The game is to be told. These ratchet mobile rap cats got y'all gift on Gab on 3G boost mobile lag. So leave it to Macaroni Tony and bring it back like McRib. See brothers like me, see a hoe bag and bring a bib, cause I eat pussy like a pizza eating contest. Cause niggas love pussy. We treat the pussy to a full course cause we make it numb from pounding it like an 808 bass drum. We know the skinny cause Nikki done put the kitty on. So that's just a little bit of what I was writing earlier, just to put that out there. You know what I mean? Cause I've been just writing random ass shit. So that was some random stuff. So thank you for having me today. I'm really happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm getting used to, like, y'all talk about comedy and shit. And I see comedians all the time. They bring their phone up. They got all the shit in their hand. But y'all don't read from the shit. And then I see poets, you know what I'm saying? They read for the shit. And I'm still getting used to it because I'm used to paper. And you can go like this and drop it out the way and do all kind of weird shit. But I'm learning how to read poetry from my phone. So if it looks super awkward to anyone out there, just text me or hit me on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's the MC Shonuff and be like, yo, that shit looks fucking stupid. And I'll do better, I promise. But until then, y'all getting some new shit. So bear with me. Let's have some fun. I'm glad everybody's here today. So check this out. I never planned to be a role model. I model my future like past alcoholics and hustlers. I don't have game, I live it. And don't get it twisted. I was gifted with a precious gift of knowledge. Yes, I got my paper from college, but some of this, that shit you gotta go get. And on my side of the pie, Pimp said true shit, but y'all ain't ready. So I'll break it down like Pimpin' Ken when he told me I had the coldest pen. Peep a quick quib, and I'll state facts turn true. You can't keep a boo if you don't taste the nectar too. Game recognized game in the Bay, man. See, I'm all day. I'm town all day, man. It comes with the birthright. It comes with the birthright that I just might pop at your partner and spit a lyrical gravity with a mentality touching parts of the brain like Coke Cobain, pure cocaine, or maybe soak it up with wordplay of lame dormant sucker motherfuckers out performing like Bojangles, trying to convey the newest way to say they dick dangle while they wrap up more toxicity when they wrangle up more toxicity when clearly society forgot how chivalry is a part of the mentality. The Black Panthers instilled in me because the books will tell you incorrectly. The effects were still clear in '83, but did you know that they had a dope house and a safe space for the ladies of the night to slow pace? On real shit, this game wasn't meant to be told by me, but evidently I slipped up. So I'm calling your bluff. Black folks that don't want to smoke, but just want the freedom to manipulate the Constitution they wrote. Just like the 45th that got the vote. Shit's no joke, but y'all forgot about show. Told y'all squares before I spit street gospel. From the vision of a hood scholar, made my dollar off the father of an associate's bad habits. But now, I'm the OG. Now I see, like those before me, how twisted the telephone game can be. Did y'all really want to know? Or stay Looney Tune with your head in the snow? This next one, it's kind of historic. So I'm working on some new stuff. Expected next year, next summer. Is basically some historic shit, right? So anybody from Sacramento? Anyone? You've been here long enough, you know what I'm saying? Anybody know South Sac at all? South Sacramento? Okay, cool. This will be fun for a few people in the house, and those listeners, you know what I mean? I hope you enjoy it too. I don't fuck with whack people. No, better yet, I don't fuck with losers. I don't fuck with no ambition, having never had your own, grown scared of being alone ass, still playing games, including PS5, jive ass mother. So Pete, I rode with top 5 all-time greats. It's fate. See, I was born to 2 hustlers. Mom was one of the Oakland greats. 3-sport athlete and ran for president at Laney against Miss Davis. Yes, Angie. All this was before my time. Meanwhile, Pops was bringing the Midwest best to Cali with a fuck your couch mentality, but not before I fuck your wife on it. So when the stars of the bull align with the gold rooster, I was shot out with a booster game at 41. I'm still learning to tame. By day 30, I had more gold than a pawn shop. By 2, I was in pageants winning Grand Supreme. This is some real Black American dream shit. My pops, the Mac, and moms taking niggas for their wallet. Talk about out of pocket. I was living the real life dead presidents, just residents of the town. Some of the best friends I have have lesbian traits. My first butch friend was a limo driver named Coco. Coco would slide on the block making a drop and would let me ride in the back seat. See, she, or maybe they, as said today, opened my eyes to what a butch bad bitch can do. So excuse if my view is a bit skewed, but I've been woke before you heard your first bedtime story. I've seen the glory of Uncle Todd. See, Todd used to ride with Coco, but my cousin Leilani was the affection of his mind. So mind you, when Blowjob Betty dropped, I was already game to how the verse starts. Too short, baby, I'm so hard, pimping these hoes on the boulevard, like MLK, Apgard Street, where it would meet, and how a cat like me from the streets got a chance to peep exactly how the game would be. I am a descendant of excellence with a chance to dance with the elite, so how can I not be a bit cocky? Stop me if you think I'm out of line, but fuck a please. Acknowledge the time I've spent in this shit from an angle I need to let my dick dangle, because in reality, who had the opportunity I've had? An old war cat Carl once had cataracts and diabetes that took one leg. Once showed me how to load his shotgun. To his defense, his fingers were a bit numb, but see, we was still sitting on the stoop while he was shooting me straight, reading each person as they passed by till one noticed my eyes, approached C and asked if he wanted to buy. Faster than I can blink my eye, I saw that shotgun rise and the fear in the basehead's eyes. Don't none of y'all ever offer this boy none of that junk. This moment sunk, and to this day I remember that sound as he made him dance and run away. Gunplay was on display, but I was sold to never kill a man unless it's the only way you can. And if you can't see their eyes, then you can't determine their fate. Let's say I was 6 and some shit that I'll get reported and results in time spent. But this was just my life at 6. From that day, I decided to keep a blade, because if I look you in the eyes, you must be in arm's length. Let's fast forward on this journey, because I found myself in the 916. By this time, I have fell in love with hip hop, and it was a wrap after Electric Boogaloo dropped. Like, my college years was spent with Chase Moore, creating space for Freestyle Fridays, while Diversity Records was breaking barriers, creating the area for an old ghost to post. Check your history if you need to decode. Yo, this was the city. A city that used to be the place where you can get an eighth and pace a nigga on them dominoes while catching knowledge from Hindenburg. The only cat that would put you on that curve. If you had the nerve to read a book and find a peer from the last year, you would guaranteed to see a C. See, he had game too. Could catch a nigga, and the difference between a slave and me or you is as simple as the amendments of 13. Except as punishment for a crime, they say. So when I bent that corner and bent my axle, letting the ops catch us, they dropped my head on the hood and took about 6 to beat the shit out of my folks. Ask yourself, have you ever felt discrimination? Police brutality, reality again, warped my mentality. Same night I cut 3 times, proving to niggas death was not feared on my side. Have you ever tested death and its intentions? Well, we was 4 niggas on that mission. I'm one that escaped to the north and altered the course. So when I passed Hindenburg's course in class in the mind and with knowledge and blend of college with these street created Super Saiyan nigga beasts, I feast on slow minds as I grind my way of an ever moving line of poverty. In this rat race, never quite coming out ahead, but knowing it's just the way the game is played. So when I ride with my team of leaders and influence each element of the scene, I see it like the movie it is. A script written from experience, influence. From my stoop I sit, knowing that I killed flies on the wall in this rooms where it happened. OG status was passed to me by 23, and now I'm OG status Grand Supreme with prolific popping peas, slick quick with spit from the intellect of a 41510 vet. Check your script if you don't know which. It's probably because you never should have fucked with a real one. Peace to you and your loved ones, and fuck 'em other haters and the punk motherfuckers that never earned it. I'm MC Show Nuff. Thank you. It's my time.
Punk motherfuckers have got my time. Ugh. Seriously. What the hell? I was looking around like, did he talking to me? God damn, what did I do? Shoot. Just want to point out apologies. That noise that you heard was my phone. And I apologize to everything I said to you and everything that was going in my mind. It was not your fault. It is mine. Just like this poem. So, this may seem rude. Talking solely just sounds crude, but to have effective conversation, I got to do what I got to do. I get so inspired, I speak in word piles. Words slip off my lips and become Scrabble tiles. 20 points for landing on double word space. A taste. Playing Scrabble at my place. Isn't it absurd that my actions need verbs that have so much to say, but none of it's heard? A dummy with no ventriloquist. You think she'll get the gist? What would do wrong if I can't you strong and say, hey, you! Right. I wish my vocabulary was dense, so it wouldn't take me so long to state my intent. See, a wave would be nice. A wink would be great. A high would be fine. Just get me on base. You see, when I talk to the ladies, they go, huh? What? Then I stand there and I get stuck because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I need to do something because this is not cool. So, what part did you not understand? Was it hi, how are you, or do you have a man? It comes common when I communicate. I give compliments that just complicate because I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. I need to do something because this is not cool. Mr. Smeed, tell me why she's not hooked to this lost boy elegant like a book. Loving you with evening delights. I dream a little dream that you want me tonight. Relaxing. I know vanilla on satin. Passion. Just a process of relaxing. But as soon as I get over this word hurdle, just like I did there, let me assert those times that I share. Hope you prepared. Let me be clear. I will love you here. You see, when I talk to the ladies, they go, huh? What? Then I stand there and I get stuck because I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. I need to do something because this is not cool. So, am I hesitant? Is it hesitant that you don't like me or something? Because it's something that I can't see. When I say the words, you got to see what you read. But if you can't be honestly, please open your mask and see. Please. Here's a fact. 9% of black kids have speech disorders. And sons are 3 times likely to have it than daughters. So as an executive of blue collar, I'm going to have this problem. So why even bother? Do I sound unintelligent? Let this pen and pad state my intent. I got a parcel of rhymes that I use in poetry, created with different schemes so you will notice me. So for this to happen massively, to master this catastrophe, you might have to change drastically. Classically, I'm used to the world with verbal wounds from society. But a strong will needs notoriety. So when I talk to the ladies and they go, huh? What? Yo, I won't stand there and I will not get stuck because I know what to say. I know what to do. So if I can't get your number, will Facebook do? Thanks. So the person next coming up, help me with that poem. I know I fucked it up, but I ain't gonna say anything about it. She's not only a a leader, a teacher, a power in her own right. She is also a host as well as her husband, who was on previously. I'd like to give you none other than the fabulous, trendy, and always colorist Jenny Lynn. Yay!
For that awesome intro. Jesus Christ. Don't fucking make it weird. That was awkward as fuck. I'm a leader. I do stuff. I'm a teacher. You're right, though. I do stuff. And you did fuck that poem up. No, I'm just kidding. Just saying. So, yeah, he's right. I'm married to the guy that went before, the poet guy. Those were all really great, babe. Good job. I like your new stuff. We don't share shit with each other in the household. We'll sit next to each other, write entire manifestos, and just drop it on each other. Sex poem. The fuck? Talking about your dick and shit. Like, weren't a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good. So, we kind of like do opposite poetry. I'm not deep at all. I mostly write sex poems. And I write satirical pieces making fun of man types. So yeah, this poem I'm going to share, it was written because someone in the poetry scene had decided to ghost a bitch, and the police showed up at our show looking for the poet at our show. Crazy for feeling so left and lonely. Let's play a game of catfish, because I'm going to stalk me some you. Why front like you don't notice this attention? See, now I got to pose a false impression. I have daddy issues. This is not depression. Crazy. Who you see, what you say, the swag in your sway. Seeing you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, well, it makes my entire day. Damn, if we weren't on Zoom right now, I wish I could check out your Vine. Right where I want him. See, he thinks I'm vulnerable with a dash of desperate, but that just makes me want to fuck with him more. All the while we dance and I bind him up in my inner web. He says I'm the perfect opportunity, but he doesn't think I'm going to measure up. As you attempt to respect me, baby, you steady offend me. Because I don't care if you're not ready. I love you, Mr. Right Now. See, he's hooked, but can't figure out how. Facebook says it's complicated. But if you ask me, we are in a full court relationship now. Dare you to say we're over. Because I will drop bombs in our breakup box when I come through. Because if I can't have you, no one will. The turn down is so real. Crazy. Now I gotta torture you. That wasn't that other part. Key your car, stalk you from afar, be it stab comedy, right exactly where the fuck you are. Hi, Corey. You've been getting really fit on the gram lately, Corey. Just saying. What kind of protein powder are you drinking? Like, I'm saying, like, you got jacked. You know what I mean? I see you every first Thursday. It's nice. Do that. Just saying. Until I find someone to replace us, we ain't through. And there's not a restraining order in the world that could keep me from you. And I'm really sorry the tape turned your wrist black and blue. But I fucking warned you. I don't know if it had iambic pentameter. I think it rhymed in places, maybe not others. I've tasted my own menstrual blood. It's sweet, mercury-ish, lessons. Like, you got to know these things about yourself. Yeah, you know, there's a vibe. I eat a lot of tuna. They thought I was going to kill my own baby inside me. My husband was like, no more fish for you. I was like, they're fucking wrong. Yeah, she just got into gate. I was fucking right, bitch. Like, I know shit. Like, eat the salmon, right? So, this next poem, you know, it's called Single Men. It's about, like, all the single, lurky-ass, weird fucking dudes that come out to the poetry show and mac on chicks non-consensually with their words. I'm just gonna spell it out what it's really about, because I got told I'm really into other poet dudes, but I just don't think they're getting it. So we've had a lot of, you know, creepy non-consensual weirdos lately. So after the pandemic, this is, you know, flirting with people has gotten rough. Color them unaware as I flush blush pink in thoughts of ecstasy. Make sweet moves on me, but call it poetry. Verses nibble at my earlobes, tear eyes and moisten lips. Unattached single men tend to make hypersexual platonic friends to domesticated women, because I'm married and shit. Easily mistake kindness for romance in a quick glance of attention, giving up the guide to giving it in. So now I just lure them in, collecting for research. Resolution fantasy of he and she. Now I objectify her, replacing her with me, pretending. Burning Man art tryst, Luna's daydream, moonbeams dance on pink cheeks like fallen flakes of new snow, lost in your metaphor. Not quite. Strange, a little familiar, flirtation, thirst quenched. You're crushing on me. And poet, I'm merely poetry crushing on you. There's a big difference. But there used to be a little predator in me too. I enjoyed pre-hedonistic poetry vibes, but we're better now. Please feel comfortable conversating about your random dick to me. Absolutely. Jedi mind trick me into hearing about your member and your whole sexual history. Play-by-play penetration of my mind. Interpretation is everything, and friend, bro, it's not poetry. You're just talking dirty. Fulfilling my sex therapist fantasy, photogenic memory in overdrive, record and screenshot so it can be rewind. Slip and slide reminiscing down a cocaine fast lane experience, dominatrix controlling the matrix. I push the best whips. They're spilling locker rooms full of locker room tips. Telling me their secrets. Black-rooted, shades of gray, mindfuck sheet tricks complicated with whiskey dicks. Diving face first into stanky chicks. Tie me up in nostalgia. Why do I know what your pleasures are? Foreplay, roleplay, cosplay? Oh yes, three-way. How do you take them? Make them yours, parading them across your barefoot floors. Last drink, last dollar, last chance. Throbbing stance. No, not a fucking chance. Don't fuck a poet is the conclusion I once came to until I found you. We shared sheets of paper lined graffiti blue because you don't let the flavor of your own cum scare you. So simply muse and abuse our conversations because it's your flow that you think is fucking sexy. Pretend I'm the late night calls you used to see. Rub it out when you think of me. Create the professional slut fantasy. I never name names, unless they're hurricanes, Steven. But I am a nudist, sex-loving wordsmith geek, beatnik, hipster, poetry freak. A unicorn horn could have me Cummings if I was thirsty for that type of drink, but I'm fucking not. Translate their words with my hips to my ears from his lips. They got me flush, bush, pink, and thoughts of ecstasy, making these stupid fucking moves on me, but calling it poetry. I feel so much better. Thank you, guys. So if you're interested, oh, I'm not done, Sharon. I tell you when it's over. I'm just kidding. So seriously, though, hug the wall, bitch. No, So, like, seriously, if you like my crazy person poem, and you would like to follow me, I'm at, oh, it's 916. I'm at 916 Jenny, Jenny. That's because 8675309 is still taken every time. So please follow me at 916 Jenny, and I will follow you back. I'll keep following you. Your notifications are turned on. Keep working out, Corey. Thank you, everyone.
Tried to call that number once. Got a busy signal. Oh well. Give it once again to Jenny. I thought you were gonna do my breasts. I thought you were going to. I was like waiting for that. I was waiting for. Yeah, I know. But that's the poem. That's the poem. Yes. If you don't know, come to Luna's and you'll see the breast poem come out. Just tell her my breasts, breasts. That's what you gotta do. Just make like Kentucky Fried Chicken or Chick-fil-A. Breast. Yes. There's more spices and seasoning in that than there are in Dr. Pepper. True fact. Fun fact. But enough of fun facts. Y'all came here. The sandwich is almost done. But we're gonna get even more spicy. I'd give this one here. She's an interesting one. And I don't say that like it's a bad thing. I'm saying that as me and her, we've been close for a while and stuff, and I even enjoyed when she came up with Melissa McGillicuddy. They do a show called Moving Van Comedy. You should check it out. It's always in Sacramento. Just go over there. It's free. There are always some parking lot, some area, but it's all incredible. This comic is none other than the pure, the vulgar, the disturbing, but loving, as she says in her face, Shahara Hyatt!
Thanks, Sharon. What an introduction. Cool. All right. Wow. After that breasts monologue, I have never been happier to be flat-chested. So, no, it's super cool to be here tonight. I'm happy to be here with you all. We've got comedians, poetricians. I'm loving it all. I'm just gonna get right into it. You all, I think everybody has an addictive personality when it comes to cocaine. Cocaine is the only drug I ever tried where I was like, oh no. You better not get this guy's phone number. You're gonna call him. And I think the DARE program was stupid, right? Because no kid can say no to a DARE. Unless you're a bitch. Just saying, in a game of truth or dare, no one is choosing the truth when the alternative is drugs. Right. And I think sobriety is kind of like masturbation, and that once it occurs to you, it's probably time to do it. Yeah. I personally would like to try sobriety, but I would also like to try ketamine. But I'm afraid I might get into EDM music, so that's the one thing holding me back right now. I don't know if you've noticed, I got a tooth gem. Yeah, thanks, because people love it when a hot girl makes an ugly choice. That's my theory. I like it. It's kind of like glitzy white trash, which feels like exactly what I'm going for. So I hope you like it. Are we anybody drinking tonight? We support the venue here tonight. You know, great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's how you know you're a capital G good person. You tipped on water. That's very sweet. Yeah, I'm not really drinking tonight either. I brought water and a cup of hot tea. So Sounds like we're all on the same page for the poetry comedy show. But I hate it when I get drunk and bring a guy home. And then my boyfriend's like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm like, give us some space. What the fuck? No. Yeah, let's see. Do you guys know the rapper Wiz Khalifa? Yeah, I like him. He's cool. But he recently said that straight men shouldn't eat bananas. Oh? Now, I don't know what part of the blowjob the peeling and chewing represents. But I'm excited to try something new tonight. Speaking of which, I blew a dude so hard recently. How hard you blow? No? Okay. Yeah, that my crown almost came off. Yeah, so I picked it up, I put it back on my head, and I went right back to work. Thank you. No. On a less personal note, I am a social worker and I do comedy. Thank you. Yeah, so now I have 2 jobs I don't do for the money. Yeah, during the day I'm an advocate for homeless teens. Hold your applause. Nobody cares, but I have learned a lot doing that job. Like, people call the cops when they see a homeless person drinking in the park. What are you, jealous? Is that too chill? 2 teenagers told me that a woman called the cops on them for going through the garbage. I'm like, what did that phone call look like? This woman's like, hey, officer, these people are being so poor right now. They're digging through the trash, they're sleeping outside, they're asking for money, and I have to see it. The dispatcher's like, well, yeah, but don't you think it's like a little bit harder for them than it is for you? Maybe just give them a buck, say what's up, quit clogging the police lines with shit that makes you feel uncomfortable for having money when others have so little. Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll arrest them. Hey, vote no on Measure O. If you haven't heard, okay, yeah, just a quick little pivot on that. Yeah, there's a criminalization thing on the ballot coming up. So truly, vote no on Measure O. We don't need to displace more homeless people. Okay, that didn't go that well. No, I don't know. Okay, yeah, great. No, oh, yeah, easy to remember. Tell your friends. Let's see what my jokes were. Okay, so I've seen how rich Jeff Bezos has gotten throughout the course of the pandemic. And I have to admit, I'm starting to feel like my personal boycott of Amazon isn't making that big of a difference. And did you guys see that he like went to space or whatever last year? Yeah. And I'm just like, really? You want to be floating on a planet in outer space? Guess what? You already are. Yeah, it's called Earth. And you're gonna miss it when it's gone. Just cut to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk looking out the window of their rocket ship singing Bruno Mars's I should have bought you flowers. Yeah, the 2 of them in Bruno Mars. Yeah, no, it's fine. You can try to heckle me. We'll see how it goes. No, it's all good. But so we all know, I'm sure this is a cool crowd. We all know black people have asked white people to stop culturally appropriating language, right? We know this. Yeah, which is great. But now I have to walk around saying shit like amazeballs. Awesome sauce. Alright, cool beans. You guys kind of like this one. Got me feeling like a girl boss. I know, white slang is the absolute worst. And you know the one I'm not willing to do? What I won't do? Chonky? You will not catch me fucking dead saying chonky. It's like, it's kind of like, it's in the same family as doggo. It's like, it's for a real specific type of white person. And I'm willing to be corny for the cause, truly, but that's just a bridge too far. So anyway, tell your white friends. Let's see. So people always act like women want to get married at all costs, as if there are like huge obstacles. I'm like, listen, there's probably 3 men and maybe 2 women I could call right now if I want to get married. There's only one guy I can consistently get good acid from. And thank you. Somebody understands my fucking plight. And if I had known he was going to retire during the pandemic, I would have asked him to marry me, okay? And I'm at an age now, I'm 37, I'm at an age where my friends have started blotting their acid onto prenatal vitamins. This is a true story, okay? My housemate, somebody came over, he's the plug, whatever. And yeah, and he was like looking through his girlfriend's drawer to see like what, and it was like gummy prenatal vitamins. First of all, why are we making gummy prenatal vitamins? Yeah. I know, it just seems like it's like marketed to teenagers. But yeah. It's just like, you know, use that for when like you don't want your kid to get spina bifida, but you do want their third eye to open like right away. Yeah, and you guys laugh, but little Dharma can hear colors and smell sounds. She's way above grade level. So I am bisexual. Thank you. It's Bisexual Awareness Week, so I'm doing my part. Have you noticed me? And I come out a lot on stage, and one of the things that I've learned is that when you come out as bisexual, people think you're coming out as a threesome. Right? Like, not everybody thinks that. Just the ugliest people in the world. This happened after a show, and not to fucking shame, but my god, these people were like a good 20, 30 years older than me, bald, a moo-moo, a Hawaiian shirt, just truly the audacity. It's like, just because I fuck any gender doesn't mean I fuck you guys specifically. Anyway, a little too much behind the scenes on this, but comedy comes from a real place of pain, you know. So getting into it. But you guys are cool. So can I tell you all my coming out story? Yeah, okay, great. So do you know the gay magazine The Advocate? Yeah, great. Okay. So they wanted to interview members of the LGBT community. They were working on ending LGBT youth homelessness for Pride Month several years ago. And that's the work I do during the day. So they wanted to interview me, and I was like, cool. But the only problem was I wasn't out to my parents yet. Instead of talking to my mom about it beforehand, I just beep, boop, boop, texted her a link to the article when it came out. Yeah, because I'm a piece of shit. And the next time I looked at my phone, I had a bunch of missed phone calls and a text message that said, "Is it true?" And I responded, "Happy Pride." Rainbow emoji. And finally, I got the courage to actually answer the phone. And when I did, my mom, she was crying, and she was like, "Shahara, I just want to know what's going on with you." I was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm bisexual." She was like, "Oh, just like Lady Gaga or Angelina Jolie." I said, "Yeah, Mom, I'm just like Lady Gaga and Angelina Jolie." And you love them unconditionally. So, no, it's cool. It worked out. I'm surprised she's not here tonight. She stalks me. Yeah, definitely. You've met her. She's usually P-flagged out for her bisexual daughter, which we know is not that big of a deal. She's wearing all of her P-flags. You'll see her. She's often up and down Broadway. Say hi if you see my mom. Give her a ride home. She needs it. But so I got married at the ripe age of 18 to a dude in the military, and Katy Perry's song "I Kissed a Girl" was popular on the radio. And this is kind of as I was discovering my own like queer identity. and he was overseas in Operation Iraqi Freedom, which is a bit of a misnomer if you ask me. But and we were on the phone one day, and I was like, "Hey, babe, what would you do if I kissed a girl and I liked it?" And he was like, "I would laugh and tell your father." Yeah, which is pretty judgy for a dude who was probably committing war crimes. I'm like, am I the morally ambiguous one in this relationship? So I didn't talk to him about my sexual orientation, but I did fuck my best friend. So, yeah, that story has a happy ending. We got a divorce, and now I can be the vibrant bi you see here today. Grateful for it. But as an inexperienced bisexual, I'm not too big of a fan of scissoring. Izzering. To me, it's kind of like going in for a kiss, but then bonking your front teeth together. Not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, speaking of cracked, don't let it be too skinny women, okay? This is not hot. But I have learned a lot about the differences between men and women in bed as a result. So, for example, women use a lot less verbal degradation. Yeah, I'll explain. So I've never hooked up with a chick and she's been like, "Yeah, do you like that? You dirty little slut." Nope. And I've never hooked up with a dude and he's been like, "Yeah, do you like that? Because I'm honestly invested in your pleasure." No, they're just like, "Yeah, you like that? You like that? Do you like that?" Like, I haven't even said anything yet. Do you like that should not be a rhetorical question. That's like if you're going out to eat and your server came up to you and was like, "Hey, do you like that?" And then just turned around and walked away. It's like, let me answer you when my mouth isn't full. I think I have 3 dick sucking jokes in right now. It's great. So I have this theory that men love to fantasize about a home intruder. Bear with me on this. Every man wants to be the star of their own suburban action film. And they're laughing because you know this. You know this too. If you know a man, you've dated a man, they will tell you, they will walk you through every elaborate step of this scenario that they're going to follow if somebody breaks into their house, right? He knows. It's true. It's true. And they always have some old weapon they're planning on using. It's a bat. It's a bat by the door. Rifle on the mantle. It's like passed down from their grandfather. I'm like, "Honey, why do we have a bayonet in the house?" You really ready to pivot to hand-to-hand combat once you run out of gunpowder, okay? We don't have time for this. Which is why I have a much smarter, much more reasonable strategy. If someone breaks into my house, wanting to rob and murder me, I'll smoke them out. Like, calm down for a second. You sit there, hit this. I'm gonna put on a record. I play Sarah McLachlan's "I Will Remember You." Do do da 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 da. And we cry it out. And we heal our childhood traumas right then and there. Then to celebrate, we go to the kitchen. We bake a bread. We eat it straight from the oven, warm with butter. And then I ask him to marry me. I'm going to marry the guy who wants to rob and murder me. And maybe you're like, "Whoa, that's kind of a rash decision, Shahara." Is it as rash of a decision as trying to shoot the guy that just wants to steal your Xbox 360 from 2008? I don't think so. So anyway, there's the 2 genders. Let's see. Okay, I've got some really stupid shit for you guys. You all want to hear my hentai impression? Who cares? Here I am. Okay, I can do the guy too. That has been my hentai impression. Thank you. Pretty close. Okay, yeah. I honestly haven't watched much hentai, so you'll have to fill me in later. What is Dua Lipa's favorite flower? Okay. Tulips. It's a thinker, but it'll come to you later. It's stupid. It's the first time I've told it. It'll be the last time I've told it. So please enjoy the joke. No, honestly, I'm gonna let you're gonna love discovering this later. You're gonna love discovering the pun. Yeah. It's just a little play on her name. So dumb, I know. It's like not even worth the tweet, but I'm just like, I'm here, you're here, let's do it. Speaking of something that should be a tweet that I'm gonna try to turn into a joke, the Last Supper implies a last breakfast and a last lunch. And I'm gonna try to muddle my way through this, but what were the social dynamics like at breakfast? And was that the most important meal of the day? Because I'm gonna tell you, dinner looked meager as fuck. They were mostly just having bread and wine, so I hope they ate a big breakfast that day. Anyway, I don't know where I'm gonna go with that joke. It doesn't matter. I know I have a couple more fun things to tell you guys. So as a kid, I was obsessed with dinosaurs. Anybody else here? Yes, right? We all like go through that phase. Maybe some of us are still in it. You maybe. Which is why I was like so thrilled. I was telling my boyfriend this recently. I was so thrilled when I learned as a kid that there was a possibility that we could clone dinosaurs using the blood trapped in an ancient mosquito crystallized in amber. And he told me, an adult, that that's the plot of Bridget Jones's Diary. No, that's the plot of Jurassic Park, right? As most other people know. And I had just incorporated it as scientific knowledge, believing this fictional children's horror story known as Jurassic Park, and thinking that humans and dinosaurs were going to commingle like some creationist wet dream. Anyway, don't trust me on science or movies. It's not my strong suit. I also recently told somebody they are still looking for the heart of the ocean. And is it true? Who knows? Not me. Yeah. So, I went to a Christmas party some years ago, and one of my friends, she was giving out little vibrators. No, okay. I got the light, and I'm sad because I know I have 7 more. Okay. She was giving out little vibrators to all the women that were at this party, and that was awesome. She gave me one, but she also gave me a bag of acorns because she knows that I like to make acorn flour. And it is an arduous 7-day process, but it reminds me of living on stolen land, and it's gluten-free. So, so I was like, kind of talking about it, and this woman overheard us, and she was like, "Hey, I also like to make acorn flour." And I was like, "Cool." And she was like, "Give me your phone number. Like, let's make acorn flour together sometime." I was like, "All right, absolutely." And so she texted me the next day, and she was like, "Hey, I don't want to make acorn flour, but do you want to go get a drink?" And I wasn't sure exactly, like, is this a date? What's going on? So I show up to Round Corner, the locals here. And it is like, you know, just the depths of winter. And she is wearing like a tank top, tiny shorts, thigh-high stockings, and then the world's tiniest suspenders, just kind of holding those together. And I am a feminist and everything, but I was like, I think she dressed like that for me. Just gonna put that out there. And we were having a great time, so I invited her back to my house to smoke weed, and you know, we were like making out, things were getting kind of hot and heavy, and then she pulled away and she was like, "Do you want to go to a Democratic Socialist meeting with me?" I'm like, damn, bitch, was this all a long con to get me to phone bank? They are getting savvy to their demo. And then later on I asked her, I was like, how'd you know I was gay? And she was like, you said you make acorn flour. So I hope that finally answers the question of how do lesbians have sex? Do I have time for one more? Okay, great. Okay, honestly, do I have time for 3 more? Okay, great. Do you know how women are often complaining about men falling asleep after sex? Kind of just like right after sex, we sort of hate that. Yeah. Well, I recently tried using a strap-on for the first time. It is exhausting. You go to sleep, you poor babies. You have earned it. Just kidding. I work too. I work hard. But I want to close with telling you a little story about this guy I went to 8th grade with. So this guy, Josh, he was a friend of mine, and he got the words 69 tattooed across his shoulder. And you might be saying the words, Shahira, don't you mean the numbers? No, Patricia. I mean the words. He got it spelled out. SIXTY dash NINE. It's like, what are you doing? You writing a check? Kind of loses some of the symbolism when you spell it out that way, my man. And the best part was, we were 13. So we were like, hey, Josh, we're in 8th grade. You ever even done a 69? He was like, no, but I like the idea. And I think that's where Josh was correct. I think nobody really likes the 69. I think we all just like the idea. But that is just capitalism trying to get us to maximize our productivity through multitasking. And I am not here for it. Okay, you guys have been such a great crowd. Thank you so much. I'm Shahira. Give it up for your host, Sharon.
Give it up once again for Shahira. All right, once again, I'd like to give shout outs to everyone. Give it up to Jesse for the show, for handling everything. Give it up to the audience, to yourself, everyone out here. Thanks for coming out. We'll be doing this once again in October, before Halloween. Yes, before Halloween. So come out, check it out online, but please come see one show here. We're all, I think, vaccinated. I ain't gonna say. Anyway, my name is Sharon Smith. This is Stab Comedy Theater. Check out all the shows on stabcomedytheater.com. Check us out next month for another Loudmouth, and bring some more comics, bring some more poets, bring some more entertainment just for y'all. And everyone else, have a safe night, and we'll see you at the movies.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. That is it for us for this evening. As Sharon said, check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. We stream live improv, stand-up, sketch, podcast, and gaming streams 6 nights a week, and we're live in person for you to come out and enjoy Thursday through Sunday. Let's see where we can send this Twitch audience. Hey, guys, we're going to send you over to Booty Mashup. We do that on the regular. We're going to raid you over to Booty Mashup. Have a good night. I'll see you back here Friday. We don't stream the open mic, because who would do such a thing? All right, enjoy Booty Mashup. We'll see you here Thursday or Friday.